Hi guys, this is Arthur and welcome to my channel. So tell me this, has this ever happened to you? You finished editing your video, then once you go over to render and export your video, you see that it will take 6 to 8 hours to finish rendering. So I have a solution that will help and save time, a lot of time. So this is what you do. Let's say if I was to render this footage right here. Let's say I was to render this footage. Now, depending on the format you want to choose. Let me first, by default, to have selected the H. Then let's say for YouTube, just a moment, I don't know why my computer is okay. Now let's see how long it will take to render a 260 MB. Let's say export. Then just take me around 4 minutes. Now 4 minutes doesn't look that much, but imagine if your footage was around 2 gigabytes. Now it will take around 6 hours or 3 hours. But let me show you this method. And again, so just a moment. Now, what I'll introduce you to is called smart rendering. Smart rendering is it's like pre-rendering before you export or before you start editing. Now, let's say so to do that, what I'll do is just select, then go to sequence settings. So what we want to choose is should be custom. Choose your frames per second, then the frame size you want. But the main thing is, by default, Adobe will have chosen the iframe only, the MPEG. So what you do is just select QuickTime. Just a moment. Don't know why. So QuickTime. Then the codec, what you do is, what I'll select is the Apple ProRes 422, but you can use the proxy, but prefer the ProRes. Then just click OK. Then all your previews will be deleted. Then once you do that, you just come over to your timeline. Then if you don't know how to, let's say I wanted to render from this point to this point. Now just the in point, just select the in point and the out point. Now if you, for the Premiere Pro, the keyboard shortcut is I for in, then out for O. So in for O and out. Oh no, out in for I and O for out. Now again, to render the entire selection, you can just come to sequence, then just render in and out. Or if, as you can see, I had already set my keyboard shortcut to R. So just click on R to render. Now I'll just pause until it finishes to render. So once it finishes rendering, you'll see the bar on the top will change from red to just let's clear to green. So green means it's rendered, then yellow means the playback will be smoother, then the red it won't be smooth once you play your video, the playback. So what you do is just let's see how long it will take to render once you use this smart rendering technique. So just click Control M to use the media encoder, then just select the format you chose the sequence. So choose QuickTime, then on the preset just the Apple ProRes. Then don't forget to click the use preview. Now let's see. Once you hit export, as you can see, it was 4 minutes, and again, boom, it was under 30. So it was under 5 seconds. Now, maybe the format you want, uh, the format to download or export is the .mov. Now, what you do is just go over to Media Encoder, import the file cause, and make sure you delete the file after you finish, cause it will be so big. So what you do is just import it to your media encoder, then just choose, let's say if you want an MP4, just choose, then convert. It will take way less time than doing it the other way. Again, another benefit is, let's say if, let's come to color, let's say if I was to change something, let's say if you have a client, then you made a mistake one. So if you are not smart rendered, you'll have to do again the process. Imagine you have a file that took you 2 hours to render, and they want the turnover of the file really quick, and you have to do it over and over again. So this saves much time, because all you have to do is, let's say if you're going for a break, just select the area with red and just leave it to render on the background. So as you can see, let's say if a client send back the file and I change something, all I have to do is just come again, in and out, just select this part, then render. Then once it finishes, all be green. Now I just have to export. The will take me around, let's say, the rendering of this file 15 seconds, because once this finishes, all I have to do is just go and repeat the process. Boom, I have, as you can see, green. So once I render again, it will take me 4 seconds. So I hope you use that tip, and thank you for watching. Bye.